What's going on, Laker fans? Welcome into the latest edition of the Lakers News and Rumors. And today, we're diving right in with the ESPN bombshell that explained the mess that is the Lakers front office. Of course, starting with the man who just stepped down, Magic Johnson. Also goes into detail about the way that Rob Pelinka is handling his business. And then it talks about Clutch Sports and Rich Paul and the way in which they're making employees and players super uncomfortable within the Los Angeles Lakers organization. But this all starts with the one who stepped down, the legendary point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, Magic Johnson. He was explained by a former employee as, quote, a fearmonger, which is just crazy to us fans who see him as this loving guy that's just a fan of the team and wants to see them succeed. But with employees and with other players, he's just a bully. That's the best way they could have explained him. He sent multiple employees and former employees into panic attacks and anxiety, had multiple issues with anxiety. And it's just because of the way he treats these people. It's not just the other men and women within the top of the front office. No, we're talking about interns. We're talking about people that helped him on his day-to-day. This went into detail about a woman who arranged a car to pick up a draft prospect and didn't do something right, and Magic Johnson just berated her. So it's just an ugly mess, and it starts with Magic Johnson, as I just mentioned. But it also goes into detail about Rob Pelinka. Now, what's the deal with Rob Pelinka? Well, the biggest part that I took notice of, was that he can't accept any blame for anything going on or going wrong within the Lakers front office. Anytime something goes wrong, he deflects it to the players or he deflects it to other members within the organization. And then Rich Paul and Clutch Sports. Now, they don't work within the Lakers front office, right? No, but they work with LeBron James. They represent him. So what's their deal? They make every player uneasy and they make every employee uneasy because they described it as all he's trying to do is get these other employees fired and other players traded. So what's the big deal here? Well, you got to look at who the Lakers are prioritizing this offseason. A guy like Kyrie Irving, super emotional already. He's already had all of his fair share of drama in Boston. Is he really going to want to join a climate like Los Angeles with the problems that's going on within that front office? Kawhi Leonard already had instability in San Antonio. Now with Toronto, maybe getting some more stability entering the NBA Finals. Does he want to risk that with the Los Angeles Lakers? Jimmy Butler, a volatile guy that we saw blow up on his teammates in Minnesota and Chicago. And then Anthony Davis demanding a trade from his current team. And Bradley Beal currently in a situation in Washington where nothing seems to be going right. So what we have to talk about here is, where do the Lakers go? What decisions are made and who makes the decisions? Because it doesn't seem like anybody is making them right now properly or even discussing things the way they need to be discussed within the Lakers front office. So I want to know from you guys, from the Lakers fans, how concerned are you with the Lakers front office issues? Give me a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being not worried about it at all, everything's going to get figured out. A 10 being, hey, time to blow it up, get everybody out of there, let's get some new people in right now. Give me that scale of 1 to 10 down in the comment section below. And while you're doing that, guys, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel, our Lakers-only YouTube channel, right now. We're trying to get it up to 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers, so that we can get you guys all the Lakers and the latest news and rumors all offseason long on this channel. Chatsports.com/Lakers will redirect you right back where you need to be so you can subscribe below so you don't miss a thing, like LeBron James hosting a Memorial Day party in his backyard. Now, I'm pretty sure my invite got lost in the mail, but that's okay. LeBron did invite Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, and Tristan Thompson, his former teammate, all to hang out with him in his backyard. And we already know that this man began recruiting some star free agents just last week. So the question becomes, look, I mean, Chris Paul still has doesn't have a player option until 2021, and Westbrook doesn't have one until 2022. Tristan Thompson's stuck in a contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So none of these players are going to be part of the Los Angeles Lakers anytime soon, but what they might be a part of is the new Banana Boat crew. Now, if you remember, the old Banana Boat crew was LeBron James, Chris Paul, D-Wade, and Carmelo Anthony. Now, D-Wade retired, Carmelo Anthony washed up, still looking for a job, but maybe we could assemble a new Banana Boat crew of LeBron James, CP3, Russ, and Tristan Thompson. Now, maybe Tristan Thompson's a bit of a step down, but that is okay. Now, we just talked about Chris Paul. He had a horrible showing in the playoffs for the most part. He hasn't ever gotten to the NBA Finals. I just don't understand what Chris Paul's deal is. He can't get a good team around him, and he can't lead a team to the NBA Finals. But that's aside from the point. we're looking for a new banana boat crew, and LeBron James may have found it. On to the next story. Bronny James, that's right, LeBron James Jr. joined Instagram just the other day. 1 million followers and counting already. I've been on Instagram for years now, and I'm barely over 1,000. LeBron James Jr. gets on for like 24 hours, and he has 1 million. Now, he's already got an offer from Kentucky. He's 14 years old. And by the way, if you want to go follow Bronny James, at @real_Bronny, there it is for you. Go follow him. But here's the deal with Bronny James. This kid is 14. 14 years old. He's got the offer from Kentucky, and people are already beginning to scout him and give their reports on him. Bill Landis of The Athletic sat down and typed out an entire recruiting report on Bronny James. Said where LeBron is a bruising point forward who can realistically play 5 positions, Bronny is a slider 6'2" guard who keeps his game mostly resigned to the perimeter. There's a smoothness to Bronny's game that suggests he could be an alpha if you need him to be, but that's not what he needed, what they needed today. This is a 14-year-old kid. Give the guy a break, okay? But we're talking about son of an NBA legend, LeBron James. But there's other guys that might be entering the league pretty soon that are already sons of NBA legends. Number 1, Bull. He's 19 years old, just played for Oregon, entering the NBA draft. He's going to be the first one on this list to make it to the NBA. Sharif O'Neal missed his first season at UCLA with a pretty bad heart issue. Should be back to health next season. Of course, the son of who else but Shaquille O'Neal. Zaire Wade could be Banana Boat Jr. here, 17 years old, slightly older than Bronny, who's coming in number 4. He'll be in the NBA the last, possibly playing with his own father in the NBA if LeBron can stick around that long. But I want to know from you guys, which son of an NBA legend is going to be the best player? Now, right now, it's probably Steph Curry. Del Curry had a great run as a player, and now Steph Curry is doing his own thing, just absolutely killing it in the league. So I want to know which son of an NBA legend is going to be the best player at the next level. Put it in the comment section below. And while you're doing that, I need you to go over to Chat Sports and subscribe to our main channel right now because, look, we're almost at 100K. We are almost there, and we need all the help we can get. So get us to 100K subscribers as soon as possible. Now let's get into some more realistic news and rumors for the Lakers here. RJ Barrett might be falling to the Lakers at number 4. Now, why is this? Well, reportedly, the New York Knicks could be considering Jarrett Culver at 3. So that moves RJ Barrett down to number 4. So why does this get interesting? Well, number 1, that pick, honestly, wow, spit it out, Jimmy, immediately becomes more valuable if RJ Barrett is available at 3. So maybe you package that up for an Anthony Davis. Now, why does it become more valuable? Well, you see what RJ Barrett did in his time at Duke as a freshman, nearly 23 points per game, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, show that he can pass it, and then shooting nearly 31% from 3. He's still got to step up that 3-point shooting game, but he's shown that he can at least play there and extend his range just a little bit. He's got a nice mid-range jumper, but he's got some room to grow. Now let's say they keep the pick, which I think is very realistic if RJ Barrett should fall to 3. What does a lineup look like in LA? Let's assume they get no stars and they just roll with this. Lonzo Ball, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, LeBron James, and JaVale McGee. I mean, RJ Barrett is a guy who has superstar potential and can come in right away and absolutely contribute to a team that wants to make it to the NBA playoffs like the Los Angeles Lakers. Look, I love RJ Barrett. I don't understand why the New York Knicks would pass on him. But if they should, the Los Angeles Lakers are going to find a gem at the number 4 spot. But 2 other guys that they may be looking at the number 4 spot, one of those guys is Darius Garland from Vanderbilt. Now, he only played 5 games at Vanderbilt, really only 4 because he got hurt early on in that 5th game. He's a score-first point guard that is excellent in the pick and roll, and he is a clutch sport client. Now, another thing about Garland is that he reportedly received a promise from a team within the lottery, and people around the league are already speculating that that could have been the Los Angeles Lakers at the 4 position. Now, you got to look at it because another guy they're looking at is DeAndre Hunter, the champion, the national champion out of Virginia. He is you can see it right there, textbook 3-and-D guy. He's going to come in, can defend the best player on the other side of the floor, and then knock down a 3-point jumper right away. So now we have to talk about which one makes more sense for the Los Angeles Lakers, because Darius Garland is this young guy that is a bit unproven, while DeAndre Hunter is a guy that played a couple of years in college and showed that he can play at a high level. Now, the stats you see right here, Darius Garland, this is a 5-game sample size, okay? So you got to take that for what it's worth. 16 points per game in that 5 games. DeAndre Hunter, last year, 15 points per game. 44% from 3 from DeAndre Hunter, 48% from Darius Garland. That's what he's going to do. He's going to knock down shots regardless of how many games he played. Then you look at the age, 19 versus 21. Darius Garland, younger. He's going to take some time to develop at the next level, while DeAndre Hunter is going to come in and probably produce almost immediately. And then, of course, Garland is a point guard. DeAndre Hunter is a wing. You got to take that for what it's worth. So, of course, the Lakers jumped up to number 4. They weren't supposed to land there. Luckily enough, they did. So which of these 2 guys would you rather see them take? I want you to type DG for Darius Garland or DH for DeAndre Hunter. Now be careful because G and H are right by each other on the keyboard, so make sure you get it right. If you'd rather have Darius Garland in Los Angeles next season, put it in the comment section below with DG. If you'd rather have the national champion, DeAndre Hunter, who I believe they should take it for, put DH. Now, from one point guard in the draft, let's look at a point guard in free agency that has officially made it known that the Lakers are interested in. Now, we've known this for a while, but why does it matter all of a sudden? Well, Kemba Walker became eligible for a supermax contract with the Charlotte Hornets. Why does that matter? Well, the Charlotte Hornets can offer him an extra year plus $221 million over that 5 years, while other teams like the Los Angeles Lakers can only offer 4 years for $140 million. Look, Kemba Walker absolutely killed it last year. Made the All-Star team. He averaged 26 points per game, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. But the biggest problem he has had with the Charlotte Hornets is that they can't get back to the playoffs. 8 seasons there and just 2 playoff appearances in Charlotte. So possibly the Lakers have that edge over him where they can offer him a chance to not have to be that number 1 guy if you got LeBron James there. But the Los Angeles Lakers are not the only team that are going to be chasing Kemba Walker. No. Look at this. Dallas Mavericks have made it known that they really want him. Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis possibly forming a big 3 and slipping Kemba Walker in there at point guard. The Indiana Pacers are a dark horse team that would love to put a backcourt pairing of Victor Oladipo and Kemba Walker in Indiana. The Orlando Magic haven't had an established point guard in some time. They made the playoff run last year, or made it to the playoffs, I should say, but they don't have any point guard help. You put him in Orlando. The New York Knicks, probably making him plan B behind Kyrie Irving, but he's a hometown kid. He still makes sense there. And then the Charlotte Hornets want him back. Now, these are all teams outside of the Lakers that want Kemba Walker because they absolutely want him. But a lot of teams and a lot of players are going to be on the Los Angeles Lakers radar. So I want to know from you guys, who should be the Lakers' top priority in free agency this summer? Put it down in the comment section below. If you think it's Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, whoever you think it may be for the Los Angeles Lakers, put it down in the comment section below, guys, and I will talk to you next time.